Good morning, dear students. Next, in our electronic circuits one, we are going to discuss about common collector amplifier. Already we have completed the discussion of AC analysis for the common emitter amplifier with emitter bypass resistor without bypass resistor. Both the things we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss about common collector amplifier. This is also called as emitter follower. See the circuit. Here is the circuit. We are having collector is common between input and output. How that is common between input output? Input is given in the base, output is taken in the emitter, and when you are taking the AC analysis, VCC will be grounded. So at that time it will be common between input and output. So it is called as common collector amplifier. We know that one emitter only emits the electrons. Here we are collecting the output also taken from the emitter. So it is called as emitter follower also. Okay, and we have to draw as per our steps. We have to first draw the AC equivalent circuit. For draw the AC equivalent circuit, we have to short circuit the capacitors. C1 has to be short circuited. So after short circuiting that one, we are obtaining the circuit like this one, and then we have to replace the transistor with its equivalent hybrid pi model. After replacing this one, this will be our circuit. Here RS will be there, and then R1 will be parallel with R2, that can be written as RB, and then common emitter amplifier, common collector amplifier equivalent circuit is drawn here, and then emitter is having emitter resistor without bypass, so RE will be as it is, and then output side we are having no RC, it is directly connected to VCC, so the VCC should be grounded. So when VCC is grounded, what happen? One end of the current source beta times IB will be inverted. It is another one end will be grounded. So you can redraw this like this. Okay. So this can be redrawn like this one. This is the AC equivalent circuit for the common collector amplifier. Next, what we have to do? We have to go for the analysis. Here is the analysis. Step 1 is we have to find the input resistance. To find the input resistance, we have to go for I naught. That output is taken from emitter. So IE will be equal to I naught. That will be equal to two currents, that is IB plus beta times IV will be acting on that one. Okay, ma? So by KCL, applying KVL to the base emitter loop, we are getting that one. First I naught will be equal to IB plus beta times IE. What is that one? We heard that one, IE equal to I naught. IE can be written as 1 plus beta times IB. So that is written here. Next, when you are applying KVL to the base emitter loop, see that one base emitter loop, we are getting that one VI will be equal to V pi plus V naught. Okay, V pi plus V naught, both the things will be there. So instead of V pi, we can substitute that one R pi into IB. We know that one V pi will be R pi into IB, and your V naught will be I naught into R naught parallel with RE. In output side, we are having two resistance R naught, that is in parallel with RE. So we are having the two resistors. So I naught will be R naught parallel with RE into IB. Okay. So when I am substituting that one and taking IB as common, we are having VI equal to R pi plus 1 plus beta times R naught parallel with RE into IB. What is our input resistance? RI dash, that is input when you are looking at the VI. Okay. RI dash will be equal to VI divided by IB, that will be equal to R pi plus 1 plus beta times R naught parallel with RE. What is our RI? RI will be RI dash parallel with RB. Okay. So that can be written as input resistance. Next, we have to go for voltage gain. When you want to find the voltage gain, here we had AV equal to V naught by Vs, that is V naught by VA into VI by Vs. Already we have discussed this one. We are dividing that into V naught by VI into VI by Vs for easy implementation. Okay, we know that one VI by voltage division rule, VI can be written as RI divided by RA plus RS into Vs. So from that one, VI by Vs will be RI divided by RA plus RS, and then AV can be written as this VI by Vs into V naught by VA. V naught we know that one, we have obtained that one. V naught is equal to IB into 1 plus beta times R naught parallel with RE, and your VI will be R pi plus 1 plus beta times R naught parallel with RE. So our current voltage gain will be this one. If you are making that one R naught is greater than RE, you will have that one. It will be 1 by R pi into Ri divided by Ri plus Rs. I have not given that simplification here, just we have written that as it is. Here we are calculating the current gain also, because the current gain also plays important role in common collector and common emitter. So we are calculating the current gain also. The current gain can be given us by output current by input current. Output current is emitter current, input current is II, we are giving some current. So that can be written as IE by I naught into I naught by IB into IB by II. So I am dividing that into three parts. When you see that one your circuit, you are having three loops and three nodes. So we have to go for this one, and first I am calculating IE by I naught. IE by IO will be equal to, when you see your circuit, that is by current division rule, that can be given as IE can be given as R naught divided by R naught plus RE into IO. Okay, va? So output current into the current that flow through the emitter divided flow through the resistor R naught divided by total resistance R naught divided by R naught plus RE into I naught. Next we have to apply KVL at the middle loop. When you are applying KVL to the middle loop, we are getting I naught equal to 1 plus beta into IB. So this can be written as IB into beta times IB. Okay. We know that one I naught equal to IE, and we have already derived that one IE equal to 1 plus beta times IB. From that I naught by IB can be given as 1 plus beta, and next we have to find IB by II. So applying current division rule for the input, IB can be given as RB divided by RB plus RA dash into II. Okay. So IB by II can be written as RB divided by RB plus RA dash. When I am applying that three, we have find all the three, IE by I naught by IB, IB by II. Just multiply all these three, we are getting that current gain AI can be given as R naught divided by R naught plus RE, that into 1 plus beta, the whole into RB plus RB divided by RB plus RI. Okay, va? Next we are minimizing that one. This can be approximately equal to 1 plus beta. When you are taking that one RB is greater than RI dash, it will be almost equal to RB divided by RB. Okay. So RB get cancelled. Similarly R naught is greater than RE. So it will be R naught divided by R naught. So this can be given as AI equal to 1 plus beta. Next we have to find the output resistance. For that, calculating output resistance, we have to short circuit the input source, and we have to looking back from the output. Okay, va? So for that one we have drawn the circuit. Output voltage source Vx and output current Ix is given there. R naught can be taken from that Re. Okay, va? So your R naught can be written as Vx by Ix, and we know that one, since output is short circuited, this V pi can be given as minus Vx, because that V pi direction is inverse to the Vx direction. Okay, it is plus minus. When you are short circuit this circuit, RB will be short circuit, so V pi will be connected between minus to plus. Okay, R pi will be in parallel to this current, so it will be V pi will be equal to minus Vx. Okay, well, when you are applying KCL to the outer loop, we are getting that one, two currents are entering, Ix into Ix on GM V pi, these two currents are entering. So Ix plus GM V pi will be equal to the leaving currents. Each branch has a leaving current, that is Vx divided by R pi plus Vx by R naught plus Vx by Re. Okay, so taking Vx as a common, we are having Ix plus GM V pi. Instead of V pi, I am substituting my Vx minus Vx. So I am taking that one, Ix minus GM Vx equal to Vx into 1 by R pi plus 1 by R naught plus 1 by Re. Okay, and you can take that minus gm vx to the other side, so that is also included in that one. Then ix can be given as vx into gm plus 1 by r pi plus 1 by r naught plus 1 by re. Okay, so your r naught will be equal to vx by ix, so this can be given as 1 by gm plus 1 by r pi plus 1 by r naught plus 1 by re. If you are taking LCM, I have explained that in the steps. When you are taking LCM and when you are minimizing that one, you will get that equation as 1 by gm parallel with r pi parallel with r naught parallel with re. So your output resistance will be 1 by gm parallel with r pi parallel with r naught parallel with re. Okay, or else by combining this 1 by gm with r pi, because gm can be written as beta by r pi. Okay, we know that one, gm r pi equal to minus beta, so you can write that one gm by beta by r pi. So when I am substituting that one, r naught can be given as r pi divided by 1 plus beta parallel with r naught parallel with re. With that, the common collector amplifier application analysis